Basically, I need a smith, a merchant, and someone who can work wood. And let's face it, my student allowance isn't going to stretch that far. So do us a favour, will you?
Getting to work. Mid-adult Telamon, the author of the late Sidolphus and engineering prodigy, has lately returned from studies at the University of Denver and is keen to put her learning to use.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
I heard Meg's building a workshop down in the stores, is she? I suppose space is the one thing we do have down there. If she wants to take it over, it's no skin off my nose.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when it
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
A list of materials, the noxious vapors that spilled from the cracks around a certain door in Zidolphus Telemon's deadland hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who stayed too close. Combining every ingredient of this list would no doubt produce a similar result.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
I can't wait to see what Mid's going to build us this time.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kit. Sketches of infinable devices seemingly drawn from the pages of a mad alchemist's notebook and a list of the equally exotic alloys from which such things are smith.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Till I bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Clive?
Ask about Mid.
Summer storm, that one.
Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking you to your skin and leaving you wearing our breeches, just like our old man. Keeps us on our toes, though.
So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? Did last you a good while. That it? Fine.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Ask about Mid. Is irrepressible the word? That girl doesn't let anything get her down, that's for
Quite
certain.
the opposite.
Quite the opposite, in fact. She's got a way of making every bugger else get up and that's to her
Like
tone.
father, like daughter.
Like father, like daughter, huh? I'd say it ran in the blood if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of quick contraption she comes up with next, so long as she doesn't try to rope me into building it for her.
Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. Is that all?
Why?
Boys, soldiers.
Jill, neat as a sheet when they want it.
Do with a good oil in this. Good. Should be enough to. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do. That Bernard's as good a carpenter as you'll find, by all accounts. I reckon my old master would have preferred his work to mine. But we branded can't be beaten on price, can we?
Ué, jogo.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Don't ask me what Bernard's doing in Cressida. He'll have his reasons, though, I'm sure.
I hear you ran to Rosalith's aid when the Republicans attacked. I'd have been running in the opposite direction, as fast as my poor legs would carry me.
Naught but wild beasts, this end. All their twisted talons and gruesome maws used to tear my stomach. But that was before I heard about the Black Shields.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Obsessed.
Thanks, girl.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties. And so would my ma and pa, I'm sure.
Eu sempre ver uma coisa.
How do? Pretty well.
Okay.
Ivan's newest dish.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal.
When we find out anything about Torgal, you'll be the first to know.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Ask about Mid. Young Mid has always been too clever by half. From the moment of her first steps, she would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands on. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again, and that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent. And so, rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent me to the university in Caverstone at the Under the Fire City's finest mechanists. That was on her 11th name day. We have reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her inventions are a part of our daily lives here at the Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I would hazard at the art of very simply afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost. Ask about Ted and Crow.
did you know
that Ted and Crew's parents were both bearers. Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied them, it would not have been easy for them to
But
find
once
love.
they had,
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. I love that only burned brighter once Ted and Crow were there to bask in it, to
until
share
it was
it,
taken away,
plunging the twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child, should ever have to face. A spell that will never hang over us, as long as the man who cast it walks free.
may the winds of fortune carry you far.
What?
My knowledge is yours. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Mineral Telemont, daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Camphor. From a young age, Mitch showed the same passion for invention as her father, and an even greater aptitude. She is as well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in service of the Hideaway. The Free Cities of Camphor, a federation of neighboring independent city-states located to the southeast of the Dalmatian Republic. While originally part of Dalmatia, the cities achieved their independence in the year 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead of the commons upon which their prosperity has been built. Political power currently resides with a council of guildmasters, prominent Canadian traders, and craftspeople. The lack of a dominion or a mother crystal to covet, along with its considerable financial resources, allows Camphor to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, it lacks a standing army to the defense of its walls, having been regulated to a small yet well-trained city guard. Old Camphor, the capital of the Free Cities of Camphor, located at the tail's end of Titan's Wake in southeast Storm. It is a hive of mercantile activity, where one can hardly move for the trade transcendent on high every cobbled corner.
Did you learn everything?
Let us see. I can't close my eyes to the sunlight from the dark, fingers crossed, neck with.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Back to the stables, girl.
I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties.
This shouldn't take long.
Jesus. Enemy slain.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Quest complete. Ooh.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
We're lucky that Stolas escaped the Dragon's Eyrie unscathed. Without it, we would never even have known the Cole's team had been attacked.
Okay. The weight of command. Cole and a party of Corsebreakers under his command have been attacked somewhere near enough reach, and there is 6 class assistance in learning their fate.
Slavers don't even bother with North Reach now that all the highborn fled south.
Ready, go? Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
When the goblins drove off the slaver's guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
enemy slain.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety. The life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Deixa eu ver. Ok. I got something new.
Been doing Mid's bidding, have you? Yeah, she's wrote me in and all. Maybe promised to sweep the old blooming cellar for her.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Safe passage. Not long ago I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path and would have perished alone in the desert had not the Cursebreakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May these tokens serve them well.
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms. If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
Do no harm. Rodrigue, a psychiatrist at the infirmary, is all in desperate need of a Romnia, an herb needed to ease the pain of bearers undergoing the perilous produce of brand removal. Clive has offered to gather some, despite his obvious lack of herb lore.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
That's it, nice.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Ammonia leaf, a wild herb that, when brewed into an infusion, can dull the pain of a barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives, and the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. The procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
Damn!
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodriguez, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Quest complete.
I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man. Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
Okay.
Been doing Mid's bidding, have you? Yeah, she wrote me in and all. Mummy promised to sweep the old blooming cellar for her.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Boy soldier.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Wait, what?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
What in a starfield was that?
it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Okay.
I wish I wonder what she thinks dungeon are.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does
Finally got Mid out of your hair, have you? Enjoy the quiet. Doubt it'll last long.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Mid's moved into the storeroom.
Boy soldiers.
Ivan's newest dish.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal.
I was born and raised in the north, but no one ever told me about Fenrir the Frostwolf.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes?
Frost Wolf, a rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that is said to be able to conjure magics. An ancient fable from the region prominently features a frost wolf by the name of Fenrir, who was companion to the Queen of the Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant of Shiva, and defended her not with tooth and claw but with bolts of ice. Persons of interest. Torgal, Clive's faithful friend who is fiercely protective of him and his allies. However, it emerges that he is much more than a mere scent hound. He is a rare frost wolf imbued with a sorcerer's strength that he is able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. Doris, born and bred in Rosaria, Doris now captains the Cursebreakers, directing their para-liberating operations in concert with Cole, her second in command. While she is fiercely committed to the cause, she upholds abhors violence and will only bloody her blade if circumstances demand it. Bernard, a carpenter who resides at Martha's Rest, whose speed and skill, together with the surrounding marsh water, the area's effects on the planks and piles of the village many bridges, keeps his service in high demand. He was born and raised in Cressida, where his parents lie buried, and has recently engaged to be wed. Okay. Cressida, a village located deep within the wetlands of central Rosaria. It was once the site of an aqueduct that was hoped would carry water to the capital, Al Rosalith, but these plans never came to fruition due to both brand removal, the painstaking process of slicing away the barrier brand so that no mark remains. Talia, the hideaway's psyker, has mastered the procedure, though it still tells a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink, that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forego the process even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the hideaway. Raptures, though still widely believed by the common folk of Sabrak to be the descendants of dragons on account of their leathery wings, membranous of plumage and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that these despectively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey which, over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground, have simply lost the capacity for flight. Vultures, opportunistic avens that, like many other predatory birds, prefer to stealthily swoop down on foes from above and skewer them with their razor-sharp beaks. Though they are thought to primarily feed on carrion, traveling in large flocks in search of the dead and dying, it is not uncommon for vultures to attack living prey when times are lean. If you happen to hear their hairly human-like calls, sharks, and warbles, it is the best to find cover and quickly.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Também nunca fica doente. Pelo menos uma vez por ano tem de ficar. Se tu reparares, por acaso é sempre por esta altura que ela fica doente com alguma coisa. Quando ela fica, as poucas vezes que fica doente é sempre por volta desta altura do ano. Dezembro. É alérgica ao Natal.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Okay.